Hello, how is everyone? So, I'm Anastasia. This is my first time with my model. Um, for certain reasons, I have to do PNG VTubing for now. I really want to do live model, but for now, this is the way I'm gonna stream. So before we go and play a little bit of Genshin, I wanted to show you a little bit about IPAL. So let's change. So here you can see my page and it says here these are oh these are some of the services that you can order me for. You can see you also can play Genshin with me. It's one of the services. IPAL is a really useful site to meet people, to find new players. So you have here in the meeting session a lot of chat rooms you can join. I'm actually going to create my own chat room for now. So let's see. Let's change the title. So for this, I don't want you to see. So let's put a little password. And now my room is created. People can come. Well, my room is private for now, but people can come, join the mics later. Their contribution will be showing here. Also the engagement in the room. As you can see, I'm also talking there, but I'm not gonna put my room public. And other thing that you can do to promote yourself on ePal is to go on instant, and you can post an instant comment. As you can see, there are a few different cards here. Let's create my own so people know I'm live streaming. Let's change. I'm live. Let's play Genshin, or we can have a live talk. Let's go. So the instant will be up for half an hour. As you can see, you have a little timer. So this is what you do on IPA. Let's see if my cat. There's also a cat that you can take care of. It's already diamond. I really want him to be transcendent. It will take a while. So let's go and probably move to Genshin. So we'll start with the dailies first of all. Then I think last time Yelan's. Oh, I think I got a message on email. I think last time we started Yelan's story quest, but it bugged, so we had to leave it middle way. So let me just on. Oh gosh, I lost my link. Do it like this. Well, let's see how it goes. So last time our story quest got a little bit lost, so we'll see. Let me just go to game. Here I go. So PlayStation just took me a while to get here. See that I'm forgetting something before I continue. Let's see. We go as we can still a small Paimon. Paimon will be judging us all in the corner. So let's start with the first daily. All dailies I still doing one step. So they're very quick to do. They are very close to each other, so I already moved to near the first I want to try, so and then you can want this after it. Let's see what we have to do. Okay, where do we have to go? Let's go. Where are the monsters? Oh, here they are.
Scatter.
Let's go. Oh, I had a faster way to go. Let's go. If you are wondering, I play on PlayStation. Let's go. I think this is the first time I played this daily. Let's go. Where is this going to take me?
Look at you, booze hound.
Let's go. That's the end. First commission done. I think I have to kill some village trolls in the next one. I still have some events to go through. So I haven't done this one, but I still have a lot of things to do before then. So let's see if this stream and the next one we can go to Samaria. I still haven't tried this one, and I would really wanted Nilo, but I don't think I have enough. Yeah, I don't have enough progress to do the wishing. I need to collect some wood. Yeah, we need to go and kill those. Now I can finally use Razor for something. Go away. Where is he? I really like Thunder and Fire. It's really good. Reinforcements.
Can't handle your drink.
You're done. Let's go. Next quest. We are going fast to so let's go. I need to go this way. Oh, it's the towers. Let's go. Razor for the win. So I could have better artifacts for my characters, to be honest, but I really don't like to go to the mains. So I'm a little bit lazy on that. I also need to basically level up characters to create a second team. That was a huge mistake that I did. Was not create a second team. As you can see, I'm probably gonna be Zhongli and something else. But for now, we have my favorite, Hu Tao. She was my first 5-star, so I really like her, and I was really lucky when the second banner of hers came. I got her first constellation, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go and see. I don't remember this quest at all. I think I have dandelions here. Let's see. No, I don't have any dandelions. Let's see. Oh.
Lord Barbados, please see to it that Goblin gets home.
Let's go to the statue. Where is my glider? I really don't like to climb Venti statue. It's pretty annoying. Let's go. Oh. Let's see. Gloria is around here. Let's go. And that's our commissions for today. So let's go and collect the reward for today.
Haven't you
Catherine.
heard? Ad Astra.
Let's claim
Thank
commission.
you for completing today's commission.
Animal.
Ad Astra.
Let's finish the expeditions. So you can continue with that. I really don't need to go and get Laura, to be honest. But I feel like I need it, you know? as you can see, I don't have any similar character that has a bonus. But one thing that I like to do is that put the right character for the right region. So Kale is doing exploration in Sumeru. And now we can go to and finish Yelan's quests. Let's go. We so just what happened. We have these three gentlemen that want to apply to be the new. I can't say the word. And we are together with Yelan to see their manifestos and continue the story. So we know a little bit more about Yelan. Let's go. Let's start with Ziying's. Ziying's manifesto covers problem solving. It provides concise and clear solutions to various problems. It's so thick that you only have time to skim through it roughly. Okay. Kiawe, please don't kill me if I'm not saying correctly. Let's see. Kiawe's manifesto addresses many commercial issues and provides some very penetrating analysis. His view seems to be that regulations and incentives are both indispensable. Interesting. And now Mingbo's. Mingbo's manifesto covers domestic affairs quite comprehensively, focusing on people's livelihoods. I like this guy. The core principle seems to be the greater good means a world that works for everyone. Interesting. Let's talk. Before I talk to Yelan, let me just see one thing. And if you are wondering, I'm not responsible for the background that I'm using. I have it linked in the Q&A section that, well, I found it in a certain website, so everything is linked, even the overlays that you see. I did not create them. I found them on Ko-Fi through a lovely artist, and he is grateful enough to have some assets free, so I'm using them. I really like her style, so I might use them for a little bit, and I hope you like it. So let's go and see Yelan's. What Yelan has to say to us. Here you go.
Finished, huh? What did you think?
I usually have it on autoplay, so, and an FYI, I really love the quests when they are voiceovers, so I really like to do the story quests and archon quests, or some event quests that have voice lines. So, let's go.
Everyone took it very seriously.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets.
What do you think, Yelan?
That's for me to know and you to find out. We can talk more after the
So
interviews.
mysterious.
We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time. Start with Chenwei.
Yes, ma'am.
Chenwei. So that's how you said that name.
Oh? So you two are the assessment officers, are you?
I don't like
I had
his
assumed that
attitude.
given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing two entirely unfamiliar faces. I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
I don't like
Your
your
tone,
attitude.
mister.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact.
Man, your communication skills are. Did you learn them for Cloud Retainer? Yeah, your communication skills.
Cloud Retainer?
Oh.
You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about. With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward. Yeah, although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347 cases. I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in, 16 days? My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hello. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous. What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Your
Wow.
manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
Let's see what he. Of course, that was blunt. It's Yelan,
Very
after
fair
all.
question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts. Of course, 2 different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach 2 very contradictory conclusions
He's
depending on
checking
which one you're
all the
focusing on.
points.
What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
Someone did her homework.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
Here's
Mm,
my take on what we just learned.
Let's see.
As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings. Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingbo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more. You're good at this, Yelan.
Of course,
Last but
time.
not least, Jur-E. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work.
Hard
Plus,
work,
he is
always.
modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Jur-E take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Great!
We'll see. Let's go back and report to Uncle Tien.
Let's do it. Hmm. So, let's go to Uncle Tien. He's in the tea house. Can we fly through here? I think we do. I'm like Fenty. Gliding is way more faster. Now I can put my way. Let's go. I'm still figuring out something, so don't mind me if I change things midway. I'm just go with the flow, honestly. Whee. We don't need it, but let's go. And I completely failed. Of course I did. I promise I know how to play Genshin. Oh, I just remembered. I have to do the check-in on Genshin. Yeah, I haven't done it yet today.
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
Alright, then let me ask this. The ideas in Jur-E's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates, for fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now. Those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me. But Xin Wei went on to focus on his business, and Ming Guo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Juri was with me for the longest duration.
Whoa!
Interesting.
So how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tien?
Chen Wei was referred to me by an old friend. Ming Guo came to my attention in the course of my work. As for Juri, I was pure happenstance. We first met while fishing. Gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics. Juri came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very young. But he was a gifted student and a fast learner. He reminded me of a younger version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got on.
Sounds like... Oh. Hello? Hello? Is this not work? Oh, it works now. Sorry. Like I said, still figuring out stuff. Like where to put here, like here. So, sounds like he's a friend to you, or sounds like family probably is best. What do you think? I might go with family.
quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see, but it also gets one thinking. The young are growing up,
I
and
just
I am
like how
growing old.
Paimon is.
How time flies.
Paimon is over here, just
No one
judging
can
us
escape
while we
the
play.
cycle of life.
I don't know, Uncle Tien. You still seem in pretty good
Let's
shape
go.
to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
Oh, you.
Yelan
There's
wants
really no need
Uncle
to
Tien
console
to stay.
me.
So cute.
Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire and spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
He just wants to
Sounds
fish.
like you sure love fishing, Uncle Tien.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most beautiful fish soup with barely any preparation required.
Oh,
Fish soup.
fresh fish is the best.
Sounds tasty.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Jury purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman. When we've been fishing recently, Jury always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. The addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful. That flavor makes for a fond memory. But at my age, who knows how many more chances I have left to taste it again.
Very many chances, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, can Paimon come next time too? Paimon really wants to try it.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Uncle Tien, we've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment. Had you not asked me why Jury's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them. This decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please disregard all other considerations and make your final decision only after a thorough review of each candidate's
much
talents and
responsibility.
capabilities.
Oh
Remember,
gosh.
you must be thorough.
Understood. Come on, let's go talk somewhere else.
Let's go. Secret
Bye,
conversations.
Uncle Tien. Look after yourself. So, it's gonna be Jiri, right? His manifesto was written well, and he's the best speaker.
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no time limit for this assessment.
Huh? So, are you gonna give them more tests or something?
Oh gosh, I
No,
think I'm
nothing
getting...
like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you a word of advice. Things are not always as they appear. The biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception. You have to get information through many different channels. For example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Yes?
Oh wow. You have ninjas.
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Where did you come from?
Who are they?
Oh.
Where did they come from?
Did they
Oops.
scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me. As my trusted
Shanghua.
assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not here right now.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right? I seem to remember that he can't swim.
Wait. What?
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a
He
little
can
wind
swim
and
though
waves.
it's in sea
Shanghua,
surveillance.
visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background.
Shanghua.
Wenyuan, go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look through Mingbo's work files.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Jiri?
Shuri.
Zhi, well, obviously as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him ourselves. Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing through there. You can
Let's
find out
go.
all kinds of things.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to Bulai, the owner of Wanyu Boutique? He
Who's
does
that? I
business
don't
at the
remember.
North Wharf. Maybe
Help.
he has some news for us.
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go and ask him.
Let's go. Find where everything is. So let's do this again. Oh gosh, I forgot to change it here.
Come on.
Something like this. Done. Let's go. Where do we have to go? It's nearby. Let's just be quick. I've got teleported. And here in Liyue, let's have Futa.
With the wind. Huh? What's Bulai doing here today?
Let's go.
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsettias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that. I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Even so...
All right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with him instead. And neither of us wants that.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life.
Gosh.
Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsettias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
Knock yourself out. I've got more than enough in my bag.
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known. I've heard a story about him.
Let's go.
They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family. He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... oh, how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique.
Oh, he sounds like a decent man. We can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
I don't know about
Why are you asking
that.
about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you? Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... Ah, that's Juri right over there. Why don't we go and talk to him?
Where?
He's gonna run away.
It's him, all right. Looks
Oh.
like he's chatting with Linlong. Come on, let's follow them and listen in.
Let's go.
Try not to let him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
Let's be stealthy.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
We just do
I
our thing.
understand. Let's walk and talk.
Oh. Shit.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you.
Let's see.
I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The
There's
truth
Nikki.
is, an old friend of mine who...
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you.
Okay. I know I can be sneaky. Right? So we
Try
need...
not to let him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
Okay, we go this way. Let's go again.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set?
Let's go.
Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
I think the bird is gonna give me away.
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then. He fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you.
Fakes?
Leave it to me then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
They heard it. Right.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Jiri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
I don't understand this. I can be out in the open. Of course.
Jiri seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks Jiri's a great guy.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet.
I don't
Let's go check
understand
out the
why my
wharf where he
stream
usually
element's
goes fishing.
not working.
Do we have to? Wait, you're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Jiri because you want to be Tianchu yourself, are you?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu,
Oh.
I'll look out for you guys. You'll be able to try all the finest food for free.
Oh,
How
don't
does
use
that
that
sound?
against Paimon,
We will?
please.
Well, come on! Off to the South Wharf we go!
Oh no. Paimon is really a lost cause here. Is it? No, this one's... Let's go. New quest reputation. I need to do those in Inazuma. I thought I was going to like Inazuma, but I honestly don't like it. Oh. No! Started another quest. I don't want to talk to Jongli. Oh shit. Why are we here? I don't know. This is the master, is my quest. So, I'm sorry everyone. I don't know what's happening. Help. I don't even remember a quest that I have here in Liyue besides the Yelans. And since this is not voiced, weird to say, but this is the mess that my Genshin account is right now. I have a lot of quests to do. I really need to get my head on, finish all those quests, so this doesn't happen again. And I'm so sorry. Guys, please, don't kill me. I promise, this is not what usually happens. Let's see. This is what I said before. I really don't like these quests that are not voiced over. I think Genshin has enough money to voice everything over. because for me these type of quests are really boring. I prefer the ones with voiceover. I'm just not skipping as faster that I would like to because maybe you want to read it, maybe you don't. Let's see. Again, if you ever wanted to play with me, you have an EPA link on the About section, and I also need to change it here on Stream Elements, but you can click on the EPAL image that you have down below, and you can check me on EPAL. I showed you before, in the beginning of the stream, a little bit of EPAL, and you can also, I'm gonna also talk a little bit about that in the end. So if you stay till the end, you can learn a little bit more about EPAL. Let's go. And enjoy Paimon judging us in the corner. Let's go. I can't believe that I forgot to change my EPAL link on Stream Element. And I also need to know why Stream Element is not working for it. It should be working timer, but oh well. We'll see. I need to. This is very long. I just want to know what this quest is, to be honest. I feel like we are in the middle of a quest doing another quest that is probably also right in the middle. Let's see. And I also want to thank my friend Fern for supporting me. I know you are at work. Thank you so much to have the stream in the background. We welcome all the lurkers. I'm also a lurker usually on various streams, so let the lurkers unite. Lurkers and shy people. We need to give ourselves a name. Maybe with the future streams you can think about something. I'm not paying any attention to this. So sorry. Okay. I really like jungling, but what are they giving me? I don't know. Let's see. Thank you. Ciao! Oh! I know what this is about. Damn it! I just was in the chasm finishing the story quest. The other stream, I think. Or it was off stream, I don't remember. And I think this is... But it's weird that it's not voiced. Let's see. It just made click. Oh gosh, I'm so... Damn it. Oh, I got a fat. Okay, interesting. Did I finish a world quest without knowing? No. I don't know what happened, but oh well. what are the quests? So, this is in the chasm. The chasm. Oh, this is the one. Leeway Harbin. I don't remember accepting this. How long do I have this quest to do? I think my reputation... Yeah, my reputation Leeway is already level 8. So what do I need?
The wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
Let's see. I just want to feel free to tell me if my mic is too low. You just need to put like a thumbs down or a thumbs up while we play. Do I need to cook some food? I don't think so. Yeah, I think we have plenty of food.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
We are here to ask you about someone.
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members of the Leeway Anglers Association, and we just
That
wanted
is
to
so
ask a few
dramatic.
questions about someone. We've heard about this young man called Jur-E, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity without batting an eyelid.
Ah, yes, Jury. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him. Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends meet. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one day.
Yeah, we think so too.
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for a disappointment.
Why?
Oh? Why is that?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion.
He
His catches
lies.
are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
See ya.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Let's go. Where do I need to go? Where's the next one? Oh, lol.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for one or 3 for 1,000. You better hurry. When they're gone,
Oh, wow.
they're gone.
Hello, we're from the Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just
Oh,
like to ask a few
that's
questions.
so...
Wow, she switched identity again.
Society for Fish Price Research? I haven't done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
Of
Please,
course.
don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know anything about this?
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy.
Now
I can
he's
tell you
willing
what
to
I know.
help.
I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
What is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him. He was still a kid when he first
Interesting.
came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged and he had a bandage wrapped around his head. And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. I mean, he can
So
afford to
he's a
eat
liar.
and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business.
That looks like a
don't tell
very
him I
good
said
tuna.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame. And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him. That's all.
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
I really like the
Not a
earrings that the
problem.
traveler
And
has.
just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
That says.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay, let's keep going.
And where's the next one?
Hey, it's you guys.
Oh,
Wait, what's the phrase?
wait.
Oh,
He now
yeah.
has gray hair.
Honored to meet you. What brings you to me?
You
The
know
truth
he had
is, we are
black
but
hair
newcomers to this
before?
territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
Oh no.
But of course, we also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with questions.
She's playing.
Great!
Oh no.
So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street that I don't know about.
Oh gosh.
Now she's lying to a kid.
But it seems to me I guess it's a white lie.
Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the name of Jur-E?
Sure have.
For sure,
You
Yelan
mean
has
that guy
a
that all
way
the
of
grown-ups
work.
are talking about these days? I've heard many tales of jury. For example,
He can't
I can't
remember.
remember.
Poor
Probably 'cause
soul.
it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes.
Like the
Oh,
traveler.
I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started talking about Jur-E?
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about 2 or 3 months ago. Before that, people always used to talk about jury in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him. Sometimes he gives me candies, so I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
He wants the candy.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dugu is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legends claim.
Played
I'm
safe,
not
Yelan.
that great. Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about jury stories in the street. They seem like nice people.
Oh no.
Definitely.
Great.
I
So
hope
next
it's not
time
the
I see them,
Fatui.
I'll say hi. And I guess I can share some of my candies with them too.
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshang Tea House about what they're up to. I'm sure my friend would also like to say hi to them.
Thank you, ma'am.
I don't like
You're welcome.
that
Well
expression.
then, fare thee well, Master Dugu.
Until we meet again.
Until we meet again. Let's go.
Any of that sound strange to you?
Very strange.
Strange? What was strange about it?
Of course, Paimon.
Jiryu seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gas spoke highly of him, and Dugu Shuo seems to like him too.
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from? It almost seems too good to be true.
too good to be true? What do you mean?
So he returns cruelty with kindness and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go. That's a little over the top, if you ask me. Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Jur-E's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-E has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor, none of these are recent events. So why are these stories only going around now?
Yeah,
When
that's
you put
weird.
it like that, it is kinda strange.
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Jur-E was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign.
Someone's helping him.
Right. And that changes everything.
And I hope
It
it's
could
not
mean
the
a powerful
Fatui.
faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu at Xixing. That's the worst case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest to the truth.
No.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we do?
It's the
Even
Fatui.
if we asked Yuri about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Jur-E must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints
Let's
in
read the
Jur-E's
can.
manifesto on who we're dealing with. Come on, let's get back to Yenshang Tea House.
Let's go. And this time, we are running. I'm just gonna do a little pause. I'll be right back in a few minutes. 2 minutes.
Hey, who's that skulking around?
Hi, hi, I'm back. Let's just stop the music. So, what are you guys thinking about the stream so far? I know that if you are seeing it on PC, you have the overlay of IPA that it seems that is right where I put my characters, so I might have to change it. So I hope you are liking everything, how it's going. So let's see. Let's go to the game again and see how it's going. So it's not this one. So I need to check it on Twitch to see how everything's going, but I have a delay of about 20 seconds, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I do have the EPAL. Let's see. How can I do this? Maybe I have to change it on the chat. There isn't much that I can do. Let's see now. Doesn't. I might have to uninstall it and see with them later. Because this is a problem. I really want to stream, so let's see. Before I forget, let me just capture. Oh, I have to be in the. Damn it, I'm not quick enough for this. So let's go again to game. And I need to find it. So, snipping tool. Oh, damn it. I will. Now, so let's. I'm gonna stay quiet for a little bit, and that's because of it. So, you can click. If you're on PC, this only shows on PC if I'm not mistaken. If you're on PC, you can go when you go through the screen with your mouse. It shows all the overlays that I have enabled. You can click on the EPAL overlay and disable it. So I have to write someone first before I continue with the story because they have to fix it. So I'm so sorry. Let's see, where is it? Found it. So done it. And now we continue with the story. Let's go. Here we are. Oh, I need to put some back on. Let's go to the tea house. Let me just check. Serenity pod. It's still farming, so we don't need to worry about that. It's the next. It's after the bridge, so let's go. Damn it! I got lost. I haven't been in Lila for a long time. That's gonna be my excuse.
Jur-E's manifesto covers a huge range of topics. Looking for details that don't add up will be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other.
That's a lot of
When we're
homework.
finished, we'll put
Oh,
our heads
gosh.
together. Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
No pressure. Okay.
We better hurry!
Whatever else Uncle Tien might think of Jur-E, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look carefully and think critically.
Let's see. Let's get it off to the side. If you're here in the beginning, I'm still trying to figure things out. So bear with me, please. And let's check the manifestos. I really want to have the border,
Even though
but
Yelan took
I'm
half,
probably gonna take it out.
still a lot to get through. Well, we gotta start somewhere.
Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. Let's read C. Let's go. Due to a variety of reasons. Oh no. I suggest set a special patrol unit to the sea monsters. The fleet should consist of the following. Covers various issues related to coastal defense. Read chapter Rocks. Much of Leeway's folklore suggests that Rex Lapis left a great deal of wealth in the mountains of Leeway. However, due to the obstacles hidden, the excavation operation at the castle, many projects have been called off. The workers of the Blackcliff Forge have been idle near Golden House for a long time now. They should be given first refusal if any suitable projects arise. Covers mining, tunnel construction, and ruin exploration. Let's read the final chapter. Roads. And if I stutter, it's because I haven't practiced my reading as of late, especially reading out loud. So please bear with me. Thank you. So, the treacherous terrain around Yuangstone Forest and Kinshu Peak means the area has weak transport links. The sheer mountain peaks are connected by rope bridges. They are dangerous to walk and wholly unsuited, I think, please help, to the transportation of goods. These areas are rich in medicinal herbs and ore deposits. Building a road network around the mountains would be beneficial for everyone. Covers plans to build roads and bridges. Oh, such a nice guy. And that's all the reading for this year. Thank you.
Oh, this reading is giving Paimon a headache.
Come on, Paimon. You can do it.
Let's take a break.
I could have done the break here.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers!
Little
Shua!
helper.
If you're back, that means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information.
Paimon is
Every
so
time
cute
they
and
asked me to
annoying at the
leave,
same time.
but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Yes, Lady Yelan.
Right to the point. That's
To
Yelan for
summarize my
you.
findings, most people who've had interactions with Tianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him.
That's
The young
weird.
master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Tianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Interesting.
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Qianwei's accounts are open to the public. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all. Qianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make mora, but instead...
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? How come you're here?
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
You... whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If
You
I hadn't had
motherfucker.
something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you.
I'm gonna
Lady
cry.
Yelan, I have finished investigating Minghua.
Well, we're all ears.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Minghua struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers. But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Minghua at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so. Minghua is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today. According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Minghua to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Minghua
Interesting.
gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Who's terrifying is Nick one, to be honest.
Hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Ah, so that's what you meant by that. I'm starting to get it now.
Thank you both. You're free to go now. So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
We still have a bit left.
Of course we do.
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Chengshu Pool redevelopment plan.
What is that?
Chengshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep underground. At some
And you are
point,
going
a
underground?
rumor began
Please
to go
no.
around that there is great treasure buried beneath Chengshu Pool. A long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mining team conducted an exploratory excavation there.
So, did they find any treasure?
Probably.
None. The ruin
Oh.
was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the treasure became a mere legend. Zhi-Yi's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems out of step with the rest of his plans. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue factions. Did you find anything?
Excavation? Project? Treasure?
Black Creek.
Did we read anything similar in our half of the
Black
manifesto?
Cliff Forge. The Rock chapter.
Oh yeah! Juri said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer. So Jur-E wants the Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Qingshu Pool.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Juri's secret supporter?
There's a possibility.
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful factions at present. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth
I
to put
still
so many
think it's the
resources into a
Fatui that's
risky
behind
project like
everything.
this. Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may well find something new.
Shenwei and Mingbo both turned out to be completely different than what we thought.
So where is the Blackcliff Forge? Oh. This is it. Hola, Alok. Estamos en Twitch haciendo un live. Así que los micrófonos están todos cerrados. Let's go to Blackcliff Forge. I really like the winged glider that they gave us last year. So pretty.
This is the Blackcliff Forge. Let's look around for clues.
Thank God I didn't plunge. Otherwise I would be dead. So, worksite records. Nothing of note happened today. Nothing of note happened today. Payday. 3 new recruits joined. Can't believe people are willing to join us at a time like this. One of the newcomers is very skilled. He got made the team leader. Nothing of note happened today. Those are some boring notes.
What's this? A diary?
From the back, it looks like a ledger, but it seems they also use it as a site log. We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting, don't you think? These newcomers, who could have sent them?
You think they're suspicious?
Of course they are suspicious.
Yes. Look, it says right there, one of them's already been promoted to team leader. At this rate, by the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, they'll be the technical backbone of the team. That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret texts or steal any treasure they find underground. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the excavation project, at most we would maybe do a fresh background check on the place. No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then to come up with fake identities. That's the advantage of planning this far in advance. It was a clever move.
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. If we hadn't found this out, someone else would have stolen the treasure.
Of course.
So, who's really behind all this?
It's either treasure hoarders
That's a
or the
question for the
Fatui.
newcomers.
I think.
But let's start with that worker over there for now.
Let's investigate everyone. Leave no stone unturned.
Excuse us. We want to ask you about the newcomers.
You want them to teach you or something? I gotta
Oh,
say,
someone is
these
salty.
newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievably fast. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night. But they never let us join them. I guess they
he's
just need some time to adjust.
He wants to be
I'm
with
sure
them.
we'll get to know each other over
So
time.
cute.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the nearest tavern.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wanmin Restaurant.
Wanmin
It
Restaurant?
rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, they went out drinking again right away. Hey, you're only young once, right? I say, if they can hack it, let them at it.
Interesting. Let's go talk somewhere else. Looks like our hunch was on the Mora. These newcomers are very suspicious. Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going to intelligence updates. Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but let's follow them and try our luck.
Let's go. So I think we might stop here for now. Let's see if anyone is streaming. Getting late, so I'm going to raid someone that is playing Valorant. It's completely different from Genshin. They're also a new streamer, so let's support. Let's see. How do I rate? Let's go. Thank you everyone for joining us today. I'm gonna stream again on Wednesday, so we can finally finish the quest for Yelan. So thank you so much for joining. The raid will probably start in a few seconds. Thank you very much. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye bye.